Exactly how fear runs your decisions isn't obvious, which is why most people never notice it happening, and that's why I never notice it happening in my life. Because if fear showed up as panic, you'd deal with it. If it showed up as anxiety attacks, you would take it seriously. If it showed up as complete paralysis, you'd know something was wrong. But that's not how it works for most people. For most people, fear sounds reasonable, logical. There's a rationale behind it. There's a reason. It sounds like, oh, I'll do it later. I just need more time to be ready. I need to feel ready. I need to feel confident. I need to be my authentic self. I need to be in the zone. I need to be in state. I need to have confidence. And because those thoughts are just normal thoughts, you trust them. And that's how fear slowly runs things in the background without you realizing. So I thought for a long time that my problem was actually just I wasn't motivated enough. I didn't have motivation. I knew what I wanted to do and actually replayed it in my mind like constantly. It was actually tormenting me, what I wanted to do. I knew what I wanted to do. So, but all I did was watch videos, try and get myself into the right headspace, right mindset. And from anyone looking in, it looked like I was actually working on myself. I was actually taking the time to do this, but I wasn't. And to be honest, what I know now was I was just avoiding a feeling, and I was just preparing all the time, and I was just hoping to feel a certain way before I acted. And I was stuck, but I was waiting to be somebody else. So I thought if I could just be somebody else, then all of this would make sense and fall into place. So then every decision fell to one question: do I feel confident enough yet? I was always waiting, waiting for some version of me to come out of the sky and be like, yeah, I'm him now. I'm the authentic version of me. Now I can do this. So fear then normally, it's not that it tells you not to do something. It tells you that you have to wait till you're ready. It tells you that you need to be calmer, or you need to be more confident, like I said, or you need to be more comfortable, or you need to know what to do. You need to wait until you're more disciplined, or you need to wait until you have more motivation. You need to wait until you have more willpower. Then it will be easy, right? And what's actually happening here is that you're rejecting yourself, and you don't realize it. You don't realize that the version of you that you are is okay as it is. You're trying to wait for some special version of you to get started, to give yourself permission to start. This has nothing to do with confidence then. It comes down to identity and a test of identity. Every action becomes a test of identity. And what tends to happen if you're waiting for this confident version of yourself, if you act when you're scared, it means that you're failing at being confident. And it's subtle, I know. And this is how fear starts to mess with your head. It starts to run your decisions. Not necessarily controlling what you do, but it's controlling when you're allowed to act, or when you think you're allowed to act. And what happens is, because you never start, weeks go by, months go by, and you don't necessarily feel it until you look back and you think, where has all the time gone? Like, when will I be ready? When will I finally be this version of myself, this authentic, ideal self that everybody's talking about? When will I finally be that, so I can actually finally take action? And if you just keep waiting, time goes by and you don't notice. And then you think about all the opportunities you've missed and all of the time you've missed. And it's a big realization. It was a big realization for me. And there's ways that your mind will rationalize this, right? So you'll tell yourself, oh, I'm just being realistic. I need to wait. I need more time. I need all of the lights to be green. So you tell yourself you're being realistic and you're being reasonable. But what you're actually doing is that you actually stop believing in the fact that you said you would do this, and it just becomes something that you're waiting to feel ready for. So you lose all potential. Potential just stays potential. It just stays some theory in your mind. And when you really think about what it is that you're avoiding, all you're avoiding is, like I say in a lot of my videos, this internal resistance, that feeling that comes up when you go to take action, when you meet action. And it's more the anticipation of that feeling. It's not even the feeling itself. It's the not wanting to feel the feeling, the fear of fear itself. It learns that hesitation is then relief, that delay is safe. It's safer than actually doing the thing. And that waiting actually is it's protecting you from that discomfort. So you learn that, and then you create this loop, which then will just keep doing its job because you'll just keep reinforcing it with this thought process. So then the big realization is this: fear is not the problem. Rejecting yourself, or rejecting your ability to feel the fear, the resistance to the fear, is the problem. The relationship to the fear is the problem. You've been treating this scared part of you like it isn't you. Like, because this scared part can't act, you're waiting for this confident version of you. You're always going to be waiting. So you're rejecting a part of you. But the part of you that's scared is you. It's still you. But we're secretly treating this scared part like it's something that needs to be amputated or eliminated or overcome or destroyed or cut off. And we secretly think that we need to get rid of this part of us before we're allowed to move. So then what happens? We just never do anything. But the truth is, there is no special self waiting for you. Who you are now is the special self, whether you're scared or not. It doesn't matter. That is you. The part of you that doesn't want to feel the pressure, that's you. The part of you that doesn't want to feel the risk, that is still you. The part of you that doesn't want to feel this exposure, it's still you. But when you change your relationship to that part of you and you see it differently and you have this new perspective, everything changes. It's a game changer. Action will stop feeling like some kind of self-punishment to overcome this part of you. A decision will stop feeling like some kind of identity test. And then taking action overall, or movement, doesn't require becoming somebody else, becoming some special version of you to take action. It doesn't require that. You don't require to become some authentic version of you to do what you need to do. So therefore you stop seeing this as forcing discipline and forcing action and pushing through. You build a completely different relationship with yourself. All of the ugly parts, all of the parts you're rejecting, now they are difficult parts of you. They are causing trouble and we do want to change them. But in the moment, that's what you've got to work with. They are you. Stop rejecting them and use what you've got, or you're going to wait forever. Because what happens is, once you build a new relationship with fear, once fear is noticed and you're aware of the fear and you've got a new relationship to fear, like I said, everything changes. It stops being an issue. Fear will stop running the show in the background. And when fear stops running the show in the background, that's when everything changes. That's when everything finally starts to move. And that's not through pressure. That's through a sort of inner relief that you can handle.